How's everybody doing? LA Kendrick, back with another tale from the vault of Would You Dare. Everything supernatural, extraterrestrial, ultra-dimensional, demonic, serial killer. You guys name it, we talk about it here. One shot, one take. All right. So what I want to talk about today, you guys, is your paranormal, supernatural prep kit. All right. These are some of the things you're going to need when if you go hunting or looking for certain things, right? These are the things that I've taken with me. Now, do I always get something? No. Does equipment malfunction? Yes. The only thing I can tell you is that you have to be prepared as best you can. Witnesses are always good as well, but again, circumstances arise where you don't always have a witness and you don't always have that opportunity to bring somebody in or somebody to be with you. I'm going to share with you guys just a few things that I've experienced and that I've gone through, and things that I didn't even know was in the film until later on when you look at it later. I've had functions with the equipment, memory cards draining, batteries draining, all kinds of stuff. The only thing that I've seen, again, outside of people testifying and being right there with you on the spot, the only thing that I can say that doesn't disappear is like the solid objects, like stuff that you use to measure, like, if you put a dollar beside a footprint so you can give size comparisons, stuff like that. But a lot of times, man, you just don't have the opportunity to do so, to get those things. So what I'm going to share with you is some of the stuff that we've seen. Okay, this here, we were going to Colorado. We were in Colorado going to Skinwalker Ranch. We were right at the tip of Colorado and Utah. And something flashed about 2 miles back. And it was like a blue orb sitting in the sky. And, again, take this for what you want, with it. Grain of salt. And we were just, moseying along, and then something flat, like it was a blue orb, and then it just streaked. And then all we saw was a bright light. And then after that, we saw, cops pass us by real quick. But the funnier thing was a little bit further back, before we got there, there were bugs on the highway. And there were no cars, like maybe one car every 5 or 6 miles. Bugs on the highway, hundreds, maybe even thousands. It just covered the road, and we were running over them. I didn't know what to think then. I was driving. I should have got the camera out at that point, but because that was suspicious alone. But I didn't get the camera out, right? So then we go a little bit further, get through that clearing of the bugs, and then there's another enormous amount of bugs all on the road. And then we get to the blue thing in the sky, hovering for a few seconds, and it just streaked to the right, and it exploded. Well, we saw like a bright light, bright flash in the horizon, right? And when we saw that, we just kept going forward. We didn't know what to think of it. It happened so quick. You could see it, but then it was like boom, boom, and we thought we were being pulled over by cops. And it was another vehicle in front of us, and that wasn't the case. It was speeding, trying to get around us, obviously, to get to this spot. But this is the first part of the video. Turn that volume
on. It's a long drive, but I don't know what that is over there.
That's the impact. Have no idea what that was. You could feel the heat coming off. Have no idea. There was no debris, nothing, right? So, let me see.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
That's Sirius radio, and as you can see, there's only one semi truck on the road right there. And then you're going to see a cop car
Drive, but I don't
right
know
here.
what that is over there.
Again, there was something blue in the sky, and it just shot off. Boom. It hovered, and it streaked. And that's what it left, that debris field. There was no, let me take that back. I keep saying debris field. There was nothing, there were no remains. And there's the cop. And I stopped recording at this point, right? But then, let me find it here. Let me see. This is part 2 of it. This is the, I mean, it burned an incredibly long streak. This is part 2 of it. That's the remainder. This is part 2. And I used my cell phone for this. And at that point, what I did was I was talking to the officer. I've done a couple of interviews where I speak about this situation. Again, don't know exactly what we saw, what we wouldn't. I have no idea what that was. All I know is it was there, boom, boom, done. And this is what it left. This is part 2. This is what it left. So we used the cell phone to capture that image, these images. Hopefully you guys can see it. If not, you can go to my channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You can go to the channel and find it there. And that was the blue orb that we couldn't figure out what was going on. Now, that would be more of the extraterrestrial thing, because again, it was in the sky and it hovered. It was blue, and then it flashed, and it streaked, and then it was boom. And it's what you saw. That was the remnants of it, right? No debris field, none of that. And I asked the cop what he thought it was. He didn't give me any answer, and I just kept asking him additional questions. I think I asked him like 3 or 4 questions, and I pointed up and I said, "You think it was something from up in the sky?" And he looked at me funny, and he raised an eyebrow, and he got serious, and I didn't want to question him anymore. I left. We kept driving. Again, this was in Colorado, right at the border of Colorado and Utah. We were going to Skinwalker Ranch. So there, the prep kit was the cell phone. Now I'm going to show you some hauntings. Okay, now this is pretty impressive, but you got to look really carefully, okay? And you got to pay attention to the what you see here, and listen to the Mexican cleaning crew, because we were there, and this is a building, and I know exactly. I was there, so listen to the surprise with these individuals, and they obviously had a cell phone when they made the recording. So the cell phone is pretty reliable in these 2 instances. Okay.
¿Qué pasó, hija? Mira, ¿sí te fijaste? ¿Sí te fijas? ¿Sí te fijas? Es como polvo, ¿no? No, pero por mira. Ay, no manches.
You see the orbs? Yeah. This is me getting that footage, and I'm gonna try to pause it to show you guys the orbs. Right there, right there.
¿Sí te fijaste? ¿Sí te fijas?
You see them? It's not dust.
Como polvo, ¿no? No.
Look at that. And this place is known to be haunted. That's what the cleaning crew always tells me. But you can hear the surprise in the voice.
Pero es como polvo, ¿no? No, pero por mira. Ay, no manches.
See? Hey, cell phone caught that. And again, this is your starter kit. Make sure you got a cell phone. And it was witnesses, at least 4 of them, for that. And I don't know what to think of it. I don't know what to make of it. Again, you guys decide. So these are just some of the little weird things that I've seen. These are just some of the strange things that I've seen. All right. Exit out of that. Okay, now this is the one thing that we'd seen and witnessed that again, I'll let you guys decide on what you think it is. But let's go with it. Let's go with it.
Okay, we're out here. We're not saying what it is, but I'm using that. There are some toes there.
Right there.
So
Pocket knife.
we're not saying what this is, but me and my dude out here right now.
Toes. Look at that.
You can see the toes in there. So, hey, it is what it is.
I have
Say
no
what you
idea.
want to say. I'm just telling you what we're watching, what we're witnessing right now. All right. L.A. Kendrick, and I'm out. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm bringing you the heavy.
Now, we have no idea what this was, but there were toes. And that knife it's my pocket knife. It's 6 inches. So this is every bit of 13, 14-inch track right here. Don't know what it is, but I had my cell phone and we were out running because, again, I'm a fitness trainer. So we're out running the height of COVID and everything, all this overgrowth had come up. And we'd seen some strange stuff the couple of days before. And then this is what we saw. We saw this on we heard the stuff on a Friday. And then we saw this on the Monday when we came back to train. Because we couldn't train inside of buildings because of the COVID fiasco. So there that is. This that piece of information. Again, this is just what we saw.
Saying what it is, but I'm using that. There are some toes there. So we're not saying what this is, but me and my dude out here right now. You can see the toes in there. So, hey, it is what it is. Say what you want to say. I'm just telling you what we're watching, what we're witnessing right now. All right. L.A. Kendrick, and I'm out.
Now, actually, I think I used my cell phone or the camera that I'm using right now. I'm not sure exactly. Nonetheless, I had a camera, and I think it's a cell phone because you could see it. Yeah, I had my I had a small you know those the body cameras. I had a body camera, which didn't last very long, but I had a body camera. That's how I recorded this. All right, and then like you can see the knife. The knife doesn't go anywhere physical, so I would say that that's a good thing to have. So always have something for size comparison if you can. If you're going out, especially if you're going to look, have other things like plaster of Paris. Again, have additional batteries and have a witness, write down the dates, the times, the area, do all of that stuff. Because sometimes you may not get the opportunity. Sometimes stuff just happens so quick you don't get a chance to do anything. So just remember that, okay? And this the other day, I have no idea what these things were floating around. I got no clue, but I could only get 35 seconds. All I was doing was going outside and I was getting ready to go to work. I think I was taking the trash out. And you see these little dots, right? Now, you see these dots here. Now, a drone had come in from this angle because I ran back in to get my my camera, the camera that I'm working with now. And for some reason, ever since I went to Roswell, Roswell. Ever since I went to Roswell and tried to record in Roswell, guess what happened? The camera's been acting crazy ever since. Don't know why, don't know what happened, got no clue. But it shut down when I thought I was actually doing a live interview. But I was recording absolutely nothing. I got a few things, then it started glitching. And so a drone came in and this thing went that way, but the drone followed it. These two stayed intact. But as I scouted over with the camera, there was a red, the moon was there in that area. And then there was a red circle here. Don't know what it was, don't know where it went, but I could only get 35 seconds of it. And then the camera shut down. I don't know what's going on with the camera, but this is what happened, all right? But this is what I got.
I don't know what these three things are here. Maybe just airplanes, right? There's one behind it. There's another one behind it. But there was...
You see you can see something
There's
flashing.
a lot of weird looking stuff in the sky right now.
Like right there.
Over here. Zoom in.
See the red dot? If I can try to go back, I don't know if you guys saw that red dot flash. There's that. Okay.
Zoom in.
There. Dang it, let me see if I can catch it again.
Zoom in.
Like, there it is. You guys see that red right there, that red dot? That bad boy was jetting around this. And this was the moon. I do know that. This was the moon. But this bad boy right here was flying around. And it kept blinking in and out. And I was like, okay. So as much as I wanted to keep, the camera shut down as usual. And then I was like, well, I got to get to work. So I ended up going to work. But you guys can see that. But there was, like I say, the drone chased something else out of the view of this. But then this was there flying around this. And I've seen these before, where I recorded a lot of them. Well, thought I had recorded a lot of them, but I obviously didn't. But you're going to get so much time. And again, I have to get this camera replaced. But you saw it, so. And then that's the moon. And you can see the red dot is gone. It was jetting around, it was darting around, so that thing is gone. That bad boy is gone. Again, camera, make sure the memory card is full, make sure you have a brand new memory card, make sure it's formatted. And got witnesses, dates, and times. Now, this is us leaving Area 51. And you can see the mountain in the background, and we were coming back from the back gate. Again, I travel everywhere. But this is us leaving Area 51. And if you notice, this is the cup, clouds. But what is this? We're leaving Area 51 right now. Going back. I tried to live stream it, you guys, but there's no internet reception out here, so couldn't live stream. What is that? It was cylindrical. It had a black mark through it, and it never leaves the screen. Never left the screen. These are things that I'm experiencing. These are things that I'm seeing. This is me on my own dime seeing these things as I'm just knocking stuff off my bucket list. And I apologize because I definitely want to lie. Oh, and I had no idea that was up in the corner until I came back and looked at it almost a year later. Like, you don't even see this stuff sometimes. And then one of you guys brought it to my attention. And then I was like, oh, snap. Okay. I'm going to have you guys like right there sharing the moment. Hopefully these videos will do. And you guys will be able to share in the, There wasn't anything on the screen. Again, I'm trying to be I'm being as humble as I can possibly be. Out you guys, the work that I do, talking about events and things like this. So yeah, feel free to go back and check this stuff out on my channel, you guys. Again, thank you for all you new subs. Appreciate you guys very much. Let me see. Last but not least, let me try to get one or two more, maybe, so you guys can see that your boy gets out and actually goes to see these places and see these things. Let me see what this is. This may be the only same thing. Let me see. Again, I have images from Skinwalker Ranch, but this is Area 51. I said Area 51. I'm not going to play the entire thing. I just want you guys to see where I've been. Let me see. Just like I promised you guys, guess where we're at? Nevada, Area 51. I don't play, you guys. I don't talk about it. I'll be about it. We're at the back gate, I think. But you can see the cameras. You can see the warning sign. A lot of flies. The mountains in the background. But this is Area 51. This is as far as you can get into the facility, obviously. And this is pretty impressive, man. I'm telling you, this is impressive. I was shocked and caught off guard because there's a lot of things that I wanted to do, but wasn't going to take the chance and get caught up in some of the lore that they say happens if you get caught out there and you get messed up. It's too far to be getting messed up. Even though you can't do a whole lot or see a whole lot, I've been warned not to touch anything or go too far or do any crazy stuff that you see people do. But again, we've come a long, long way. And like I said, you can see mountains in the background over there, the backdrop. I should have put off on, like I said I was going to do. all of this. And I almost turned around because I thought that they would give me bad directions, and I didn't want to end up in a horror movie. But as you can see, obviously, you can see clearly where we're at. And this is for you guys, all of you guys that support the work and stand by me. This is what I do. I'm gonna make sure that you guys, actually have, things that we can touch on, we can talk about, and this is exciting. This is dynamic energy here. Okay? I mean, this is amazing. Period. Another thing to knock off my bucket list. So, I don't know how close to get, but I don't want to get too close. I want to stand my ground and respect the federales. And I'm excited. And again, sometimes when you're doing this stuff live, it's really, really tough to it's just real tough to jump ahead a little bit. This is one of the gates to enter. And it's a nasty, long, dirty road trying to get in here. That road all the way back there. And that's about it. That's all there is to see here. And again, I wish I could have been here at night to see this, but I got to get back. Got to go back to reality and work. And my co-pilot has to get back, and she has to work. She's a real trooper. She's a real good road dog. So, not road dog in the back. Those of you who have not been out here or seen this, I'm right here. Okay. Go through and a couple more checkpoints up further. There's a couple more checkpoints up there. And so I don't know where that leads. So, you guys were with me? Would you dare want to come out here and be with me on this adventure in 102 degrees? I'm too excited to really articulate what I'm feeling right now, but I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. Thank you for going on this journey with me. And remember, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right? We're Area 51. Like, share, comment, and subscribe with you guys. And I couldn't live stream it. I tried. I couldn't live stream. There's no reception out here. So would have loved to have live streamed this. But remember, in closing, don't forget to get my book, The Foes of God, the latest book that just came out. You can find it on Amazon. And that was my birthday. So I was in Area 51 on my birthday. And let me see. I think I got one more. Let me do one more. Let me do one more. I had one up. I do believe I had one up of Rod when we were at Roswell, but maybe. Let me see something. Video. I had a watch list up. Let me see. Okay, well we had a watch list up, okay? So, but that's obviously I don't know where it's at. Some of my greatest hits, okay? So I had some stuff up. Had the Roswell trip that we had made, and let me see. We did the whole Roswell thing, but obviously I cannot find it. 24 seconds, that ain't it. Can't find it. Didn't want to take up too much of your time, but this is your starter kit. These are the things that you need to take with you when you do go out and you're actively looking for things. Make sure you got a, plaster of Paris, video recordings. Make sure you got the things that you need that could, document dates, times, where you were at. Heck, if you can get the coordinates, get those too. But yeah, because you're going to have a hard time getting people to believe your information and what you've seen. And, you know, either they believe you or they don't believe you. So it's not like you are, you know, it's not like you're lying or anything like that. So you guys stay with it, man. Stay believable, stay humble. Don't let anything stop you, because again, these are the things that you are experiencing, and no one should be able to tell you anything different. Basically, this is for your own validation, and you can, you know, if you got something that you can prove and show the rest of the world for what you've seen, do that. All right. But right now, again, I'm trying to figure out where to go. But the way this Iran thing is going, don't know. It's going to be kind of tough, because you want to make sure you're secure in the prices of gas and all this other stuff that's going on. Yeah. Just got through running about 3 or 4 miles, been hitting the weights and all that good stuff. So let me get on off of here. And again, you guys, would you dare want to be caught out there in society without all the good equipment, the things that you need, stuff that you know is going to get you going, and then come up short when you actually see that Bigfoot, that ghost, that Sasquatch, those entities? Would you dare want to be caught out there? Because I can guarantee you, there's nothing more frustrating than that. And this has been L.A. Kendrick with another tale from the vault of Would You Dare. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me see something here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And again, I appreciate every one of you guys, you new guys and gals, for coming in here and supporting the work and keeping me honest and keeping me doing the things that I need to do. And until next time, you guys, make sure you look under the beds, the dark closets, the dark recesses of your home. Look inside of your car, outside of your car, around your car. Be mindful of your surroundings when you step outside, because you never know what's lurking in the dark, waiting to make you a story. Make sure you're prepared. This has been the Prep Kit for the Paranormal. I am L.A. Kendrick. And until next time, you guys be safe and fill in the rest. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.